normally do for fun?
I like to play the guitar. I'm a musician and I go to the mall, shopping, I draw a lot. I'm on the computer most of the time. Just normal stuff.
I hang out with friends, go camping, snowboarding, shopping, watch movies, just your normal stuff. I've gotten more into like adrenaline type things lately, but I haven't done anything crazy.
I'm usually hanging out with either my friends or my girlfriend, or I'll go play some video games at home. I really don't go out very much because I work 40 hours a week and it's draining.
Hanging out, drinking beer,
Hunting tail.
getting tattooed.
We do regular things too that normal people do. We go fishing, camping, riding dirt bikes.
Some of us are gainfully employed. Some of us are non-gainfully employed. So the ones that are non-gainfully employed sit around writing music most of the time. Anyhow.
So what made you decide to get one?
Because it's artwork. Personally, I like artwork and it makes a person unique. It's creative and I think that they're really cool.
Well, my first one, I'd been wanting, I knew I wanted stars on my shoulder since I was like 15, 16. So I just got that for my 18th birthday, you know, being a rebel or whatever. And then the one on my foot, the saying I chose, "To thy own self be true," I got that because it just reminds me to like stay true to myself.
Well, I really just decided one day that I needed to be able to express myself without having to write all my feelings down. It's a lot easier to express myself through artwork, even if it's not my own artwork. I feel that my thoughts and emotions are conveyed through my tattoos.
Whether tattoos are modern or traditional, custom or flash, most have significant meaning to the people wearing them.
Girl I was dating decided, she said, "You don't have the guts to go get a tattoo," and being Italian, a little hothead, that afternoon I went down and got a tattoo.
I know for me, my first tattoo I got on my 18th birthday, which is now covered up, but I pretty much got it because it was something you could do when you turned 18 without your parents' permission.
I got mine at 16 with my dad's permission. And I was done in a double-wide trailer.
I skipped work to take him to that tattoo appointment, and shortly after was fired. But I got my first tattoo kind of like Justin, you know, it was kind of the thing to do. I was 18.
Do you find a typical reaction from people when they see your tattoos?
From people more in my generation, they're more, I guess you'd say, lenient towards it. They're like, "Oh, that's cool, that's pretty." When you find it with adults, it's like, "You have a tattoo? Really? You seem so young."
I think it depends on the situation. For me, you know, I'm in kind of deal with the retail public, and I have a lot of people that, especially older people, come in and they stare at them all the time. I've actually had a couple of older women tell me they don't like them.
It's older people generally. It's far more accepted now to have tattoos.
Unless they were in the military. Unless they were in the military.
I went to church with, you know, my wife and her grandparents and her parents, and as soon as I walked in the door, the first place they looked was down in my arm. You know, so yeah, older people definitely notice.
Some people ask like, what does it mean or why did you get them? But nothing like crazy.
It's pretty basic, tell them what it is and what it means to me, and then they stop asking questions usually.
Do you have any plans to get more?
I do. I have probably about 4 or 5 more that I want.
What are those like?
One of them is a gecko. It's like a resemblance of my childhood, and it goes on my foot. And then I was thinking about getting something dedicated to family on my ribs.
I know one day when I have kids I'll want to get something for each of them, but that's not for a while. And then I've been thinking about getting something here, maybe like a butterfly or more stars. I just haven't decided for sure yet, but they're addicting, so I'll want a lot more.
Actually, I do plan on getting quite a few more. I'm going to get a full back tattoo of 2 dragons to represent the superego and the id. And I'm going to get a Red Cross symbol. The irony of getting a Red Cross symbol is when you get a tattoo, you can't donate blood for a full year. I also want to get a heart that is tied together to represent my parents. And I'm also going to get probably a Autobots insignia because I love Transformers, and I'm weird like that.
I don't see any tattoos in my future.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. My wife's a tattoo artist, so they're free. So I'll definitely have more.
Well, we're sponsored by Atomic Art too, so they're free for us too.
Yeah, Atomic Tattoo gives us free ones as well.
Absolutely.
So definitely yes, more.
Yes.
The physical body actually undergoes change, which, by nature, helps to further embody the notions of agency present in a tattoo studio.
I actually have a couple of designs already figured out, mostly related to the band. So,
Probably wait a couple more years till retirement.
hey, relax. I'll punch you out.
Do it.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to get some of that started soon.
Where would you never get a tattoo and why?
I would say that anywhere that you can actually see it when you have a job, you know, like on your arms or your fingers or your wrists or your face or, you know, places where people would see it.
I'd never get a tattoo on like my wrists or my neck, anywhere that I couldn't cover.
Face.
Yeah.
Out of
face,
respect,
definitely.
I can't take a person seriously when they're tattooed on their face.
Yeah.
Face or neck.
Hey!
I like the neck tattoo, but not like, you know, like over here. or
Like
whatever.
here.
I mean, right here.
Not
you're
here,
able to
that's
hide it
throat.
because your goatee.
That is
You
throat.
know,
Judgmental.
different.
Probably anywhere below the belt and above my knees, just in that general area, because that'd be way too much of a pain, either A, to show off, or be really awkward to show off.
What are your thoughts on tattoo removal?
I just don't think you should get a tattoo unless you know you want it forever.
I think everyone should have the choice to make their decisions down the road again. I mean, you know, you never know exactly what cards you're going to be dealt, and I think in today's society we're lucky to have some of those options. And, you know, I wouldn't get mine removed even though I'm not fond of it.
So do you have any advice for people who are looking to get a tattoo?
If you're thinking about getting a tattoo, just take your time to think about it. I have a lot of friends who decided to get a tattoo and got it that day. I think you should at least give it a week, if not months and years. But pretty much other than that, go for it. Just make sure that it's not going to hold you back in any aspects of life. But they're fun.
Research. If you're going to get a different language, make sure you know what it is. Don't just ask the tattoo artist. I have a friend in high school that decided it'd be a really cool idea to get Spirit of Fire in Chinese put on his arm. Well, we decided to go and ask the Chinese Foreign Exchange student what it meant, so one of my friends now has potting soil in Chinese on his arm.
Absolutely. Whether they want it or not. When you're getting a tattoo, much like getting a piercing or anything like that, you're going off at this split second in your life. You don't know what is going to happen down the road, whether you're going to have kids who are going to judge you on it or feel uncomfortable because of the choice of a design you may have made. You don't know what job you may walk into.